For nearly 2 years now and counting, metal scavenging, a multi-million naira business, has been banned in Borno State. The ban, initially introduced to curb the illegal removal and sale of public property as scrap, has negatively impacted many informal workers.
Akwai motocin da musamman aikin su dau a Jakuta ne su kai a Jakuta Steel Company, da kuma akwai kamfanin karafuna a Ogun da kuma Lagos. To kaga dakatar da a Jakuta ya dakatar da ko kuma ya cire su a business gaba ke daya kenan.
Akwai matsalar kayan gwamnati da ake ta satowa. Tabbas inda mun san cewar akwai kayan gwamnati, mu a matsayin mu na masu bin doka da oda ba za mu iya barin ma kar a kai dakatar da wannan sana'ar, mu da kanmu za mu iya dakatarwa.
As part of effort to lift the ban on metal scavenging, the Borno State government has engaged road transport unions on viable strategies to control the problem.
We appeal to them to avoid to maintain the executive order given by His Excellency, and which they have agreed, and they are going to constitute a committee within them to be monitoring each and every truck that will be going out of the town, so that he will not pick any scrap metals in the vehicle or the truck. So by doing so, I'm very optimistic by the time we submit the report finally and then give the law, then the governor will now bless and then assign any other committee to continue the operation of the activities.
The transport unions have expressed their willingness to collaborate with the government to create a safer and more regulated system, ensuring that infrastructure remains intact while enabling legitimate scavenging activities to resume.
Allah da ikonsa an zo an fahimci wannan abun, mun fito mun faɗa musu tun daga ran da gwamnati ta ce ba ta so bai kamata mutum ya wuce ba, amma yanzu kuma an ɗauko hanyar gyara. Mun gode Allah, mun gode ga gwamnati da ta buɗe, ta sake buɗewa.
Borno wannan jihar mu ce, in ta yi kyau jihar mu ce, in ta lalace jihar mu ce. Saboda haka duk iya kokarin da zamu yi mu ga mun tabbatar wa gwamnatin Borno nan, mu ga mun mata adalci, mu ga mun yi kokari mun dakile duk abin da ba ta so.
With a comprehensive report, the government is said to look into the possibilities of lifting the ban on metal scavenging in Borno to unlock the opportunities of the sector. In Maiduguri for News Central, Umaru Kirawa.
And you're welcome back. Many thanks to Umaru Kirawa for that report. And he joins us live now to give us a bit of critical insight or perspectives on how government policies will impact the communities, and also help us dissect this latest move by the government. Kirawa, it's great to have you on Big Report here on Breakfast Extra. Many thanks for joining us.
Yes. A very good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
The ban on metal scavenging has been in effect since 2023. Why is the Borno State government intensifying enforcement now?
Yes, both natural, the metal scavenging business is a multi-billion naira business that engage so many teeming youth, particularly taking into consideration that Borno State now is recovering from years of atrocities of insurgents and so on and so forth. And as such, creating avenues for employment opportunities for the teeming youth will be critical so as to redirect the minds and thinking of the youth and unemployed to embrace skills that will fend for themselves and, of course, support their families. It is quite unfortunate that this business was banned for more than 2 years now, and up to now, no stand was taken by the government, although they were able to constitute a committee which is engaging some of the stakeholders in the metal scavenging business. But up to now, the ban has not been lifted, and people are hoping that this ban will be reviewed so that necessary measures will be taken. We've seen the transport unions engaged so as to tackle the issue of transporting stolen both public and private metals, including government properties and so on and so forth. So by and large, it's important because of the viability and importance of this business, because it's a transborder business. People take these metals even to Chad, to Niger, and other countries within the Lake Chad. including Lagos and Ogun, as rightly alluded to by the Secretary of the NURTW. So it's a very huge business that if the government can really come up with a very effective modality of really supervising the business, it will go a long way in creating employment opportunities.
Now, Kirawa, how severe is the impact of scavenging, and what are the most affected or targeted installations?
What? Can you come again?
Yes, I was asking the impact of scavenging. How severe is it on the in Borno State? And since it is that people are no longer just going about picking up waste metal, they're also vandalizing. What installations are prone to vandalizing, being vandalized rather?
Okay, first, the impact is both negative and positive. The negative part of it is so many of the metal scavengers have paid the supreme price due to, you know, there are still remnants of IEDs, improvised explosive devices, which in the course of scavenging those metals, they accidentally meet IEDs and sometimes it explodes with them. This is one of the impacts. And, you know, the ban has really led to the loss of jobs by so many people. Nobody can give you the figure of the people that are engaged in this multi-million naira business. And as such, it has really impacted the lives of many, impacted the lives of families, impacted the lives of transporters, the metal scavengers themselves, and so on and so forth. And as such, it's a call for urgent government intervention. Some people are even saying that the government can really institutionalize the metal scavenging business, maybe coming up with a law that will be guiding the metal scavenging business in the state, and maybe coming up with industry that it will be used. Those metal can be converted from waste to wealth, so that more people will be engaged, employment opportunities will be created, and the mayhem and the unfortunate retrogressive activities of Boko Haram and other insurgents and terrorist groups within the region will evaporate.
We're talking about, you know, insurgent activities, you know, and terrorism groups, because there have been reports that some scavengers are linked to insurgent activities. Are these claims credible?
Yeah, you know, so many things are happening within the state, and some of the things only the security personnel, because some of the areas are really not accessible per se. And these people, sometimes they are opportune to go to some locations that are even not okay by the security personnel as such. Anything can happen. The issue of connivance can really happen, but it's unfortunate, and the government really need to strengthen ties with the associations, organizations, sanitize the system, come up with maybe the list or comprehensive list, a dashboard of those people partaking in scavenging. Let them go through, because they will even pay revenue to the government. As such, it will help really in addressing some of the teething security problems, not only in Borno, but across the Lake Chat region.
All right, then. Umaru Kirawa, I want to say thank you very much for bringing us this report and also joining us here on Breakfast Extra to tell more about it.